Alright, welcome back everyone. 欢迎大家回来。今天是第390天。It is day 309. I had a few things yesterday. Oh, they're tough ones. You have 旋律, right? 旋律. Melody. Twin. Oh, wait, I don't think it's that separate, is it? Wobble wobble. Twin. Swallow. And Qi. Qi is probably the weakest. Of the three. Pray. Okay. Get into our lessons. 162. That's on the high side today.
舅舅
舅舅. Okay. Maternal uncle makes sense. 舅舅.
舅舅芭蕾
Ballet. Transliteration. Ballet.
芭蕾鸟巢
鸟巢. Bird's nest. Oops.
鸟巢吹捧
吹捧. Yeah, this one is a little bit abstract. Yeah. Yeah, blowing air into their face, the compliments, holding both hands and blowing air in the face. That's fine. 吹捧.
吹捧焚烧
焚烧. Burn. Okay.
焚烧
Okay.
舅舅芭蕾
Still gotta work on play though. Okay. Yeah.
吹捧焚烧鸟巢
Right?
光芒
光芒. Raise and on. Man. Yeah, raise a light. Fair enough.
光芒飞翔
飞翔. Makes sense. Fly soar.
飞翔地毯
地毯. Brown. Blanket. Fair enough.
地毯心急如焚
心急如焚. 心 急, nervous or anxious. 如 like fire or like burn. Or burn like or to be like. Okay. 心急如焚。
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 毯子。
毯子 makes sense. 毯子。
毯子。光芒。
Oops, the other way around. 心急如焚。
心急如焚。飞翔。地毯。毯子。蜂巢。
蜂巢。bee nest, which is a hive.
蜂巢。
Excuse me.
睁开。
睁开。Open the eyes open. 睁开。
睁开。滑翔。
滑翔。滑。Slide. Oh yeah, the different type of slide soaring, glide. Okay. 滑翔。
滑翔。橙。
橙 clear. What is the closest Chung I have? That looks more like a dung, but or dung. Charlie Brown is inside the English Manor, where he is making a bunker out of beans. The bunker beans to hide from the rich kids that keep on bullying him. Alright, he stacks a bunch of beans on the velvet carpet to form a bunker. However, it is very clear that he is hiding there. The rich kid comes up with a very expensive clear spray and sprays his bunker, making it completely clear. Charlie, clear of the fact that the rich kids can see him run out of and down the hallway. Oh, that type of clear. Okay. That's sufficient. I think that's sufficient. Chengqing. To clarify, interesting. That's really saying clear. Alright, so it's kind of like being transparent.
橙。
dung.
Dung.
Oh, speaking of dung, now that looks like dung, but dang. The chung, oh man. It does have the un. Okay, to glare. Interesting. I wonder if this has anything to do with... Oh, chung dung. Oh, that would be interesting. To stare at while glaring. Dracula is in the bathroom of the English Manor, where he is hiding in the bunker eating some beans. Beans and bunkers. From the bathroom window, he glares at the eyes floating outside, thinking that they are all after his precious... Okay. Honestly, let's reevaluate the bunker and bean thing. Oh yeah. Right, the bunker and bean thing. Mount. We're looking at mount. Right, we don't have to do bunker and beans. Although the last bunker and beans is good. So Dracula is in the English Manor. In the bathroom in English Manor, where he mounts a bunch of eyes. He's Dracula, so he mounts a bunch of eyes where they are used to glare out into the window, through the windows, to deter people from entering his manor. Right. Dracula things. Dumbstruck. Mudung Hole. Die. Oh yeah, die. Oh, Mudung. Oh yeah, okay, I see that. Eyes, glare, just staring, dumbfounded, staring, foolishly. I think cold die is kind of captures dumbstruck already, really. Deng Yan. Glare makes sense. Added with eyeball.
瞪 风潮 瞪 成
You know, we might use mount instead. No, it's okay. Oh, see.
睁开 滑翔
Oh.
肾
Oh no. It's another organ. A kidney. Wait. Do I have another kidney? No. We have spleen, liver, gallbladder. No pancreas yet. So, okay. Just like that general area, right? Intestine. Stomach. Yeah, I think there isn't another kidney that this pairs up with at the moment. So it's probably like Shen Jian, or Shenzi. It's probably Shen Jian. Shen. Shrek is in the bathroom of the infirmary where he's currently getting his kidneys stolen. Someone knocked him out and he lies on the floor unconscious. A serf sits on a folding stool using a knife shaped like a moon to cut Shrek open. Out comes a green colored kidney which the serf puts in his pocket. What do I say we were gonna do for Shrek? I think Shrek is on the honorable side, right? So I don't. I mean, he's getting bamboozled, but we're not using that archetype. The bathroom and infirmary. During a night shift, right? During a night shift. Helping out. He's sitting on a folding stool Keeping guard of a poor serf recovering from kidney surgery. Maybe even keeping him company. Alright. Yep. Shanzhang. Kidney disease. Oh, Shanbing. Yeah, we can link it up with disease as well.
肾 顶
Ding. Oh, wow, you look interesting. Oh, those are waiters? Wow, that's an interesting looking things. What in the cauldron? A proper cauldron. It kind of looks like a cauldron. Nice. Doesn't look like Ding. I mean, it doesn't look like anything. Honestly, that's a really unique character. I don't think there's anything that looks like that at the moment. Donkey Kong is in the basement of the English Manor, where he has found an ancient cauldron among the dusty statues. It is quite strangely constructed. Its base consists of a curved waiter and waitress that together hold aloof a bowl that is in the shape of a giant eye. That's really good. Did he places some of his bananas in an empty cauldron for safekeeping? That's pretty good. Very famous? Da Ming. Da Ming Ding Ding. Ding Ding. Da Ming Ding Ding. Big name cauldron? What? Oh boy.
顶 E
Yi. That does look like Yi. It overlaps with benefit. Yi. Okay. Yoshi is in the bathroom of the house where he has a special dish that is overflowing with snowflakes. Okay. He rushes it to the bathtub to prevent making a mess as the snowflakes overflow, spraying off the side of special dish and into the bathtub below. That's fair enough. Special snowflakes. This one can get lost, but we got Yi for okay. All right. Yang Yi. Oh, to brim with? Interesting. Ocean plus overflow. Huh.
E 如
Ru. Confucian. Well, that's awfully specific. Oh no. This is a Huai Qing moment. Uh-oh. A dung moment. Rudolph enters the living room inside the house, soaking from the rain. He combs his wet fur as he walks over to Slenderman. There in the corner they both sit in front of Confucian shrines, thinking of their ancestors. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe like the Slender man is like an elf person. Sure. Although elves tend to be not tall. Ruxie, I mean Confucianism, that's fine. Rujiang. Scholar General. Interesting. Yeah, that checks out. Oops. Typo.
如 气
Qi. Weep. Not close enough to le. Or tear. And it looks more like Li than Qi. What is the closest Qi that I have? Or spray, not stand. Stand would bring to Li. Interesting. Kirby is in the bathroom of the house, standing guard. Okay, a bunch of monsters kept on charging, trying to get into the bathroom, which contains some sacred soap. The weakness of the monster is water, so Kirby intentionally weeps deeply, spraying. Oh, come on! Spraying the water of his tears all over the monster, crippling them. And about so Kirby bathroom house. He is trying to help a guard by, I don't know, sucking up some water and spraying his eyes of stuff that is causing him to weep. Like he got something in his eye, right? Cool tea, okay. 可歌可泣, very moving. Oh, have the interesting 可歌可泣. Okay.
气 肾
Oh, this is
如
confusion is so going to be a problem.
气
Qi maybe too. Oh, this one's awesome.
顶
He is fine.
翳
Alright. Alright, let's get this. Have an early day tomorrow. Got some errands to run. Uh-oh. Heck. Yeah, the stairs doesn't line up.
稻草
稻草可以用来喂养牛。
Oh, that's already weak. That's pretty weak too.
契约
我们必须遵守契约的条款。
依靠
我们应该互相依靠。
盈利
这个计划能帮助企业盈利。
零
0 I don't think is no. Hmm.
盐
I can yell.
尿布
这是一包新的尿布。
风蝾螈
冗员太多会影响工作效率。
It's the same deal. It's staff.
死亡
我们不能害怕死亡。
Hmm. I didn't think it was. No. I don't know yet. That's disappointing. What? Huh.
颗粒
玉米颗粒卡在我的牙齿里。
反之亦然。
反之亦然
努力工作会带来成功，反之亦然。
Yellow?
易
Oh, that's weak. That's very weak.
挖掘
他在挖掘一个大洞。
禾苗
我们必须保护这些禾苗。
凳
What?
堆
Oh, pile.
糖尿病
他患有糖尿病。
Man, I could have sworn this was Huh.
“水稻
水稻是一种主要的农作物。
Oh no. This was a pivot. Oh no, it's just yeah. What the road? The stairs is where I get stuck. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, no stairs. I don't know where the stairs go. Hmm.
Wang. 赤字。
公司的赤字增加了。
双胞胎。
我有一对双胞胎兄弟。
眉毛。
他的眉毛有点弯。
苏醒。
病人终于苏醒过来了。
And oh, it's Shay. Oh no. I know the mnemonic now, but we're gonna have to make it. We have to tie foot to Superman. That's how we're gonna do it retroactively. Dang. Standing alone, it doesn't really mean a lot. Yeah. Gee.
女生。
一个非常漂亮的女生。
Or a woman, both. That's interesting how lady didn't work.
酷似。
他的声音酷似他的爸爸。
脆。催促。
妈妈催促我快点吃饭。
队伍。
队伍正在准备战斗。
It's army. Oh there, Bree. Doing pretty alright. How are you today? What have you been up to in the last couple of days?
是。
Uh-oh. Brainstock and forming. Huh.
毒剂。
铅是一种毒剂。
It seems like a lot of road stuff is being lost to the wind. Not much just trying to buy this place. Yeah, every time you submit a document, they need to come up with just one more thing. I see. Yeah, it probably takes a while. I can imagine. heck is with that foreman and the grain stock? Yeah, we're just gonna pass on this. I knew it was a feng, but oh, it's a come upon thing. Can we do something about that? I don't know about come upon. I think encounter. You're gonna have to change it to encounter or something.
加州
加州的天气通常很好。
Went with it. That didn't work. And then this is the other one. And it still deals with road. I think road is getting lost. Oh. Oh. That is a problem one. It's time to change this for sure. What? Oh.
土匪
村民害怕土匪。
土地
这里土地肥沃。
冯扭伤
他在跑步中扭伤了膝盖。
What? Oh wait, that's 是技师。
山峰
我们爬上了山峰。
液体
水是一体。
Oh no, wait, that's just liquid.
装为什么
你为什么喜欢他？
Okay. There.
平凡
这是一件平凡的事情。
厌倦
学生们厌倦了无聊的课堂。
赤红
秋天的叶子变得赤红。
透抹茶
我喜欢喝抹茶。
Uh-oh. Heck. Uh-oh.
放风筝，
今天天气很好，我们去放风筝吧。
风筝，发，
What? Oh no, wait. I got it.
乙，
Okay. Photos in the front. Hmm.
鱼卵，
鱼卵非常美味。
山丘，
他坐在山丘顶上休息。
后坤，
我们必须考虑到后坤的利益。
What? Oh, I missed the U. What is going on? Oh, I missed the tone. It's fine. Actually, don't know what it means.
沙丘，
沙丘是沙漠中常见的景象。
Oh no.
脊梁，
农民是国家的脊梁。
微，
Oh no. I'm not sure about that one.
山脊，
他们在山脊上建造了一座小屋。
滋，
Wait, yeah. Or is that yeah. Yeah. Oh no wait. Yeah, 酱。
衍生，
电影的成功衍生出一个系列电视剧。
犬，
Oh, yep.
牢房，
他在牢房里反思自己的错误。
What is going on? I swear I typed Qifu already. Qifu. What? I don't know what I typed then. The first couple times.
产卵，
鸟在树上产卵。
Hmm.
昆虫，
这个花园里有很多昆虫。
双进
Um. We're gonna say yes.
债主
债主给了他很多压力。
欺负
他被同学欺负了。
零结合
理论与实践相结合。
Just like tie together, unify, combine. Uh.
铁匠
铁匠为我打造了一把剑。
Oh no, I'm not. Oh no.
蛋
Oh no, this is the. Oh no, wait. Oh, I guess maybe it's just but. But is better. But better? No, just kidding.
整个
家庭都参加了这次活动。
整个家庭 correct individual. Guess individual might be okay. Oh, that's Liao. What the heck? No, individuals work. A suit. Heck. I thought this was carry, like transport. Yes. Okay. Hmm.
老 逃跑
我想逃跑。
爆炸，
我们听到了爆炸声。
赔，
Uh-oh. However, that's fine. I really thought it was like a goal. Goal. Not goal. Where's it falling apart?
平凡，
这里雨水频繁，
靠，不祥，
这是一个不祥的讯号。
It's unlucky or inauspicious or ominous. Fine. I just wanted to see if it had any, if I added that or not. What the? Again, banking. This is alchemy. Oh, whoops. 炼金术。Oh, a company. Oh my gosh. That's not long for this world. That is definitely not long for this world.
盲目，
不要盲目相信网络上的资讯。
祖先，
我们的祖先来自这里。
炼金术。
炼金术，
炼金术是古老的科学。
Heck, I went for it and I failed. Let's see. Where did I fail? 线。
珍贵，
时间是最珍贵的资源之一。
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
静，
You look like a Ke, but which Ke are you?
抽奖，
他幸运地中了抽奖的头奖。
抽奖。 Like a lottery drawing or something. Okay. What the? Silver Butler? Oh no, wait. That might actually be a mutant. Oh no. I I'm that is very unsure. He Chi. Oh no. I think it's Chi. Chi, yeah. Hmm. I don't know what you are. We're just gonna move along until it ends up in the last thing.
动物园，
我们周末要去动物园。
打水河。湖 not 河. Okay. Do I got anything now? Oh, wait. No. Nah, there's no chance. It's just like blanking guessing. What the heck? Oh my gosh, it's heckin' naked. This is a pass actually. This is from yesterday. I don't know how to make this any better though. Yeah, this is from yesterday. It's new. It's describing the naked fruit. Can I attach it to suit somehow? Naked fruit hit the suit. Most of Luke Skywalker is lost in. It's so egregious. That's rote memory for tomorrow, for the time being. So that was from yesterday. It's the worst one from yesterday. Doesn't look like anything either. Doesn't look like any no part of it reminds someone of law. I said the law part is fine. I guess the fruit part is there. The Luke Skywalker is missing. Supposed to be a silver butler? Not a mutant. I feel like that's a butler, right? So maybe like going on.
西， 宅，
It's dwelling. So I thought it was that, which it clearly isn't.这个计划已经有了 something 定的目标。No, doesn't help. We're gonna give Gee. Why did I think it was Did I not type G? What did I type? Guy. It is what I think it is. Fine. We'll just since.
区域，
这个区域很美丽。
I didn't learn anything other than trying to figure out why I think it's Guy. I think Guy might have Butler in it. No, I don't think it does. Oh yeah, it does have Butler in it. Oh, it's because it's Guy. Oh, it's Guy with a tree. Oh, that explains why I said Guy first. It's exactly T, but without the tree. Which is not listed here. That's disappointing. Oh, you know what? Silver Butler shows up. Hold up. We could... How many butlers are there? Oh, not that much. But actually, 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 occurrences, but within the 4. Interesting. Like within... It's more than half. With that. Intriguing. And then the rest deals with... Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Sure.
特点，
中国文化有什么特点？
Heck. Oh man. 我无法 something 测我的是控测控力oh man. I think it's 控是该
裸，
I can make it. I think I remember what I was gonna type. How do you get Sherlock in the English manner together? How does that work? That's not how that works. Is it? How do you get? Oh, it's just shu. But how do you get? It's shung, right? Transport's kind of weak. It's nowhere. It's just a house. So we're gonna have to distinguish it from the location. Transport. That's disappointing.
示弱，
他坚决不示弱。
房间，
我的房子有4个房间。
既定，
这个计划已经有了既定的目标。
Establish, yeah, okay.
运输，
他从不搭乘公共运输。
低，方，
嗯，哦，
止咳，
喝热水有助于止咳。
这里，
这里的住房很便宜。
钱，有人，
他和友人一起去旅行。
What in the actual tarnation is that? I'm about to sneeze. What? I'm gonna say YOLO. Okay, that's not it.
西瓜，
这西瓜真解渴。
Oops, that's supposed to be a Z.
洒水壶，
他用洒水壶浇花。
It's a sprinkling can, watering can. What? Oh, no, wait. Oh, yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, that's fine.
总统，
他是这个国家的总统。
Usually these things are big giveaways, but let's see. 温体的气氛非常喜 good. Oh wait. 是气喜庆喜庆 It's gotta be something like good.
洗澡，
我每天早上洗澡。
I feel like it's pretty sure that's 控 and then 控制
控制，
我无法控制我的饮食。
okay. 喜庆
喜庆，
婚礼的气氛非常喜庆。
like happy celebratory it's like happiness joyous. Okay. What incarnation? Oh, the other ch.
彻夜，
我彻夜没睡。
It's all night. Ooh, things are getting rough. How does that work? Wait a minute. How does that work? Oh, no. Huh. Oh, no. It's the
垃圾，
垃圾不要丢在这里。
this character is getting wild. Oh my gosh, this radical. There's so many now. So many pivots.
讲，如何？
你的新工作如何？
That one kinda got better, honestly. What is going on? Oh, podium. Am I worried about Red? Kind of. How does it make it look like? Why does it look like C? It doesn't look like C. Am I thinking of Cien? No. I'm thinking of detailed. Okay. There's no reason for me to think of it that way. That's interesting. I don't think I'm concerned about. No. Oh, this one's bad.
外，
Oh, not good. I don't actually know what that left thing is at the moment.
治，
每个人的 Oh, just kidding.
肤色，
每个人的肤色都不同。
战略，
他的战略很聪明。
Like war strategies or war tactics.
“屏幕”，
我喜欢这个电脑的屏幕。
Excuse me.
回顾，
他常常回顾自己的进步。
Review or look back. Okay. Back over. Heck! Oh, I went for that. That's young. What the D? Wait, is this D? Hmm. Another suit. What? What? Oh, wait.
领袖，
他是我们的领袖。
Oh my gosh, Ling Xiu is so weak. How does the sprout thing even work with Xiu? Xena? Oh, it's because of the sleeves, but how does the sprout work? The heck? Kinda just use Japanese there. Luna's in the bathroom in the bakery wearing a suit. She washes some of the. Suddenly the water greens to sprout from her. That sucks. That is bad. We're just gonna change that now. That is really bad. They were stained permanently. So she pulled out her sword and removed the sleeves. Oh my gosh, heckin' Udet. Or sleeves, actually. Sold it.
"饮料，
这家店卖很多饮料。
异口同声。
异口同声，
观众异口同声地喊了出来。
Alright, so what are we having? Antique in hand and fingers. Oh, this one sucks too.
摘，
Oh, is this pluck? Oh man. We gotta think about dexterous finger. Right? Dexterous fingers. Hmm.
铜矿，
这个地区以铜矿著名。
八，
What in the world?
隐私，
保护自己的隐私是很重要的。
No. 哇哇大哭，哇哇大哭。
哇哇大哭，
小孩被吓到，哇哇大哭起来。
We're scrapping. There's so much scrapping right now. 会生灰色。
绘声绘色，
他的描述总是绘声绘色。
有 what？
石柱，
石柱支撑了整个建筑。
Right.
道歉，
我不知道怎么道歉。
决策，
我们必须尽快做出决策。
Or decide, or strategic decision. Let's say, fine. Or decision. Wait. 古收如柴。no. 股市如柴。红什么？红 what？ 红扑扑。
红扑扑，
小孩的脸蛋红扑扑的，非常可爱。
What? They're very blushed. Not rude. It's fine.
线，尺，
What? Ah! Wait. How does that make sense?
锋，
It's edge, like cutting edge. So the edge. What? Oh no, that's
惨，
yikes. Excuse me? Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Huh. Weed. Hemp. And... oh, wait. No. Hmm.
胃，
Not sure if I can figure. What?
循环，
空气在房间里不断循环。
循环 circulate. Okay.
腐朽，
Pretty sure that's true. And then Oh. Wait. That still doesn't make it. Even if I think it. 是一种小小的中子中 It's ma, yeah, 芝麻. What is it? Oh, they just want sesame. Oh, that's fine. It's really referring to the small sesame stuff. Keep that in mind.
干旱，
沙漠地区十分干旱。
Or arid.
芝麻，
芝麻是一种小小的种子。
是 No, 孤秀如柴。Oh, whoops. I typed the wrong thing there for the first tone. Or flush is fine. I mean, kind of reminds me of Turning Point, but oh no, wait. Oh no, 变全 not 完全变全 The heck?
斩首，
Oh,
历史上许多国王被斩首。
斩首. This one sucks.
齐，斩断，
他用一把剑斩断了树枝。
I don't understand this one either. Okay, clearly not what I think it is. Oh wait. Oh no. All right. There. Oh no. This one we're fine.
网，丫头，
这个丫头很淘气。
骨瘦如柴。
骨瘦如柴，
他因为生病骨瘦如柴。
How does this work? YOLO. Okay. Didn't want to think about it. Oh, I forgot this character as well. Oh, that's not it. Okay, okay, it's fine. So we got that cleared out of the way. What am I losing track of? It's back down to heckin' body parts again. The body parts are legs and this is so disappointing. Tien. Yeah, we gotta fix Tien. It has nothing to do with Kirby's body parts. Doesn't tell you anything. So disappointing. It did have to do with fuel though. I could have linked it with fuel. Better now than ever.
无畏
Really.
他是一个无畏的战士。
So I really thought it was Ji Liang. It is Ji Liang. I don't know what I typed the first time then. Yeah, I have no idea what I typed the first time. It's probably a typo.
囚室
这座城堡有很多狭小的囚室。
Spray and Berkey. No. 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 Nope. Nope. No, there's no chance. It's heckin' Why again? This is a skip. Why is a skip? Doesn't really matter how many times that's gonna happen. It's a skip.
下旬，
7月下旬的活动很多，
Yeah, throw it with Qing, Deng, and all of them. Pretty crappy, very specific. Nearly only one-time use. Just throw them into the rote memory pile until we can attach other meaning to it. Maybe I'll read about the river or something. Oh, that's so annoying.
删掉，
你应该删掉不需要的档案。
It gives it away when it's in a vocabulary. It doesn't stand for pretty much anything when it's sitting alone like that.
无铅，
这款汽油是无铅的，
爬，和，
Yeah, I have no idea what I typed the
剂量。
first time.
这个剂量对你来说太强了。
中旬，
7月中旬的活动很多，
变迁，
变迁，
历史变迁，
系， 怀，
so low effort. Say what? Oh,
文雅，
他的舞蹈动作非常文雅。
句，
that doesn't seem right, does it? Yeah.
隔阂，
他试图打破与同事的隔阂。
偏， 耍，
Seemed like it's a pretty average day. Oh man, we got some old ones, some really old ones that were disappointing. And then a trouble one came back up. Two trouble ones, a disappointing one, and a semantic one. And then Huai is a skip. Okay. This in the English manner? I actually didn't. Yeah, ding sounds about right. Got a comb? Oh, wait. Oh, this one's bad news bears. Brew for Confucian. Okay. And almost all of these don't look like their characters. So what was this one? T. Except for this one. Yeah. Chung. Chung. Done. Jojo. Ale. What in tarnation? Oh, Trey. Fish. What? 词，你告诉我什么意思？Oh boy. Oh, Peng. Oh man, Peng is really. Hey, Peng. Ren Xiao. Ren Xiao. Niao Qiao. Xingji. What's that? Xingji. 什么？Xingji. 星期如 burn 星期如星期如粉飞翔汉字分分桥睁开滑翔地毯光芒 Okay. Alright, so we have Diddy Kong running around in the basement of the English Manor, expensive stuff. Found a cauldron that looks like a waiter and a waitress in shape of a waiter and a waitress. Holding up a giant eyeball. And Diddy Kong is stashing his banana in there. His stolen bananas. Okay. So Rudolph entering the house. Oh no. That's combing through his hair. Right. Combing through his hair from the rain. And then snuggling up to his friend. Happens to be a Slender Man. In front of a Confucian program. I don't know. This one's gonna be rough. Ru and Huai, just toss it out. Just pretend like they don't exist. We're gonna have to use some emotional responses. Kirby. So Kirby is standing in front. Kirby is in the bathroom of the house, helping a guy out, helping a guard out who is weeping, right? Is weeping from something. So he sucks up some water from the sink and it spray out his eyeballs. It doesn't have to be his eyeballs, but he's weeping because something, I don't know. Something got in his eye. Alright, Yoshi is in the bathroom. What's happening here? Yoshi... Oh, Yoshi is running to the bathroom, all excited like, being a goofball. He's carrying a plate overflowing with some fresh snowflakes. That's not... Yeah, some... How's that a snowflake? Oh, well. Fresh snowflake. It's overflowing, so it's kind of like spraying everywhere, but he's trying to preserve it. Yoshi's weird. It's fine. We have Dracula, who's in the bathroom of the English Manor. Of his English Manor, I suppose. And he decided to prop up some eyeballs next to the window. Mount some eyeballs. Enough of this bean bunker to glare and deter people from interrupting him. Charlie Brown. Oh boy, this is where the bunker comes in. It's in the English Manor. He's constructed a bean bunker. A bunker made of can of beans, sure. In order to hide from kids who are clearly bullying him. Maybe like bullying him with some paint spray or something, as opposed to that craziness about transparent spray. Alright, now we have Shrek, who's in the bathroom of the infirmary. Right. He's chilling on a folding stool during a night shift. Keeping one of the servants company after a recent kidney transplant. Alright. Shay is suck. We have the foot, right? And then pretty sure it's small, ground, and Albert. Yeah, that's way alright. Age. Disappointing that I forgot that. That's probably the most disappointing of the day. What's the other disappointment? Shu. Shu is a little disappointing. What was that? Shu. Car and armory. transport. So those two are the most disappointing. Then we have our problems. The most earliest occurring problem. Actually, this is also Tian is pretty but it also has a slight problem. I'm drawing a blank. Tian, which is lead. That's semi-disappointing. It has body parts. That's the problem. And then we have two very problematic things. So Feng. Feng. What was that? Like tree. Oh no, it was road. I think the road. I didn't think of it as way. I think that's my fault. We're still adjusting. Come upon. I kept thinking of road and that didn't help me. Path. Path is what we're thinking of. Path. That's semi-problem. And then toe. Toe has been... Oh, no. This is toe. Whoops. Sorry. That's not fun. This is toe. That's why. We're going to change this to path, probably. Penetrate. Wait, what was Feng then? It also has path too, actually. Foreman and yes. So they both have the same problem. I didn't think of path in either situation. Alright, so we gotta work on that. Road is so restrictive. Alright. Oh, let's look at Sui first. Oh, it's a battle axe, right? So Superman is in the bathroom of the beach house. I actually think the ground... Hold up. I feel like few and ground are very common. Is it though? Let's see. No, it's actually not that common. There's only... I swear there are more than these two. Or was that supposed to be fire? It's probably fire now. Superman, the bathroom and beach house where he... this one not good in general. So the sticking point was... Let me take a look at this again. So the sticking point is the foot. The foot is what I got hung up on. I understood there were few things on the ground, but that doesn't make any sense for the few things. Maybe we're gonna make it so Superman... Oh man, Superman It's in the bathroom of the beach house where he placed foot, man. Foot. I don't know. Let's see. Where he used his super strength. And stomped out a big hole in the ground to store few pieces with few pieces I don't know, for many years. To, I don't know, hide away from aliens for many years. One of which is in ancient battle axe, I suppose. This is awful. Fine. As long as the foot gives me Superman, I think we're pretty good. It doesn't look like anything else as well. Pretty sure, yeah, Sui just doesn't look like anything else. So we gotta, yeah, there isn't anything that looks like Sui. Okay. Let's go to Ung, which is to come upon. I think this one is okay, as long as I think of path. So I think we're okay here. Just gotta remember path. And that is probably true for... Oh. No, it's not. We haven't changed this yet. Bathroom. Okay. Tarzan in the bathroom of the bakery. Where he works. No. And then trade. App doesn't even help because there are stairs. Transparent, seep, sparkling, and translucent. Maybe like on the way to the bathroom, bakery, notice a bunch of grain stalks. That penetrated the path to the bathroom. So I guess he picked up grain stalks and stashed them away in the bathroom storage. I don't know. That really sucks. It's just, yeah. Penetrate. I was thinking of changing penetrate. It's more like things that can get through as opposed to penetrate. That one sucks. I don't think that improves it that much. I avoided adding a new one because it didn't look too great. I have kanji? Huh. I don't think so. We just crap out of luck on that. Oh. And then we have lead again. Okay. This one is gonna be pretty simple. Much simpler now with it. So Kirby is in front of the pawn shop where he is fighting a strange metal monster. Right? Metal monster. He sucked a strange metal monster. He sucked the monster into his mouth. Strange, like lead monster. Metal lead monster. Sucked the monster into his mouth. And his legs suddenly, legs, mouth, and body suddenly becomes metal lead, right? Now, what does it have to do with a pawn shop, though? Guarding it? Or the alternative is... So Kirby is leaving the pawn shop, right? Leaving out the front of the pawn shop, where he recently acquired some lead metal. Suddenly, a monster comes out to try to attack him. He swallows the piece of metal, or he throws the piece of metal into his mouth, and suddenly his legs and body become lead, as strong. Actually, lead is really not that strong. As strong as lead metal. And he kicks the monster's butt with his new lead feet. There. That one's pretty good. I think Toe's gonna suck. I do not feel like Toe has improved. And then I need to write a reminder to myself about path, or phasing out road. Road is not good. Path in general still captures road and then other things. I guess I could keep reminding myself there's figurative road. Alright folks, that's a wrap for today for HanziHero session. If you're gonna watch this later, yeah. As always, feel free to follow along, pick up HanziHero for yourself, give it a try, let me know what you think. You're always welcome to come on by and yap. Maybe you might have some inspirations on how to frame stairs, grain stalk, and a path with the word penetrate, and then have Tarzan bakery and a bathroom involved in it. We're gonna have to get a little bit more creative than that. You're always welcome. Right, come on by, share your stories, your experiences, brainstorm some ideas, keep each other motivated and interested, mutually interested. Always wonderful to have vicarious partners and practicing and enjoying the aspects of life. I'm gonna reference a little bit of a digression earlier in Wanikani about solicitation and whatnot. I feel like in this day and age, there's a heavy reliance on the convenience of removing processes that are of no value to people, right? And one of them happens to be something that I value a lot, which is communication. Communication and relational and critical thinking skills. I understand that people are very busy these days, caught up in the hustle and bustle of the internet and maybe other things in their lives. But genuinely speaking, when you do that, it's great to have other people around you to point out the skills and the human experience that might be absent from it. If you continue to use ChatGPT as a form of compensating for your communication, then know that it's quite obvious for those who use communication to know that you're using ChatGPT. That is very similar to the learning experience, like language learning experience, as well as the art form, right? Creating art. I can understand that people don't have time for things, right? You don't want to practice things. You could care less about certain human processes. The understanding is that there's a mutual understanding, between me and the person I'm speaking to, is that when you don't do those things, you are unable to understand those things. The human process requires that despite having a lot of information that you can store and collect and memorize, there's no mutual humanity in it when you do not associate or retain and practice those things. So it becomes incredibly apparent when someone thinks they know something, but they don't actually understand it. And that happens very often with communication, language learning, and most forms of creative expression. Trying to sell on your expression without the ability to express and communicate, that is what the last couple weeks digressions were kind of revolving around. The value in communication is that it releases or elevates the gap between what you value yourself and how you communicate it with someone else. You can have tons of value and experience and have lots of things to offer. However, using ChatGPT or being overly exposed over the convenience of actually participating in the process of talking to someone or entering a business contract with someone, that requires a starting place. And I understand that the person that I was talking to might be starting their things. However, I'd like to highlight, and I attempted to try to point values in where there's lacking, right? If you're selling something and you think that your work is really good, know that you're selling it to someone. You're not selling it to something. You don't talk to people like they're a thing that serves you unless you actually understand yourself well enough to communicate that to the other person. And I think language falls under that umbrella too, where someone can say, oh yeah, I did this and I did this. That's the way to learn. And then you're talking to someone as though like, oh yeah, you should do this because I did this. So you talk to them like an object. You don't talk to them like you understood the process or the process that they're undergoing. That's basically declaring how limited your experience is. It's great that you know a way and an a experience that may be better or worse. The idea is you don't communicate as though that other person doesn't have any human experiences. At least in my opinion. I think it's a vicious cycle. I think most people nowadays online could care less about the process. So admittedly then, if you're talking to me, I really don't care about your results. Frankly speaking, I care about how you achieved them. I prefer to understand the human process that was involved in it. So when someone solicits me for like artwork and whatnot, it would be really wonderful if you're able to describe why I should buy your artwork. If you're still in developing the communication skills to actually understand and participate in the thing the person you're talking to. So if you're unable to describe what the other person wants and you're telling them that you can sell something that they would like, that is illogical. That is a reliance on some convenience that I can't possibly see being useful. You could statistically try to analyze these things, but to me, I don't pay people for automated convenience. I pay and invest in people because they care about their own value and the value of the person they're talking to. So the more things become automated, the more likely that we don't relate to each other anymore. And how does this relate to language learning? Well, that's how it is. It mars the indirect toxicity. You might think like, how can you be indirectly toxic? Well, being apathetic can be interpreted as toxicity, or maybe like a vastly unintentional indifference, right? When you say something like, oh yeah, that thing, it didn't work for me. This worked for me. You should stop using that thing because this thing works better. That is unintentional toxicity. That is using facts like it's an excuse for a lack of empathy and attention to people's experience. I know it takes a long time and it can be hard and whatnot. It doesn't get any easier when the human experience is sidetracked over and over again. Sure, you can enter a prompt and vibe code your way to victory, to a product. You can vibe code your AI arts. You can vibe code your essay on how you can communicate your ideas, but those aren't your words. They are not in your own words. You did not create those words. You did not create that piece, and you did not... I'm missing one. You did not code that to your application. Now, that doesn't mean you can't use it to build yourself. Like, those are tools for a reason. It would be great to understand the impact of not doing something. So, unfortunately, to improve communication skills is to participate in it. And I mean, I'm a little bit of a romantic. It gets easier and perhaps rewarding as well if one appreciates the process of being able to do those things. If you don't have time, that's perfectly understandable. Like I said earlier, AI tools are there for convenience. And convenience depreciates the value of the lack of experience. So if you're coming around here and you're talking to me as though you learned your communication skills from AI, it really shows. Or you've sidelined certain skills because you don't think they're important or rewarding to your overall bottom line, then I am no stranger to telling and illustrating that. You want a client to be interested in your ideas, and you tell the client that you have cool ideas for the client. Explain how you know that. And I think it's near the end of the year, so we're getting close to the 100th person who solicited me and tells me that they have good ideas for me, and yet they rarely ever initiate by saying, hey, I've seen your content, you actually, I notice these things that you may be interested in. No, you don't. What I mean is, that would be a great way to start the conversation. If you started that, I would be more likely to believe that you have actual ideas that would be interesting to me. Otherwise, you can sell your ideas, right? Telling someone that you know what's good for them is very different than actually demonstrating you know something about them. If you don't know anything about them, how could you possibly know you have good ideas for them? And alternatively, if you have great ideas, sell your ideas. Demonstrate that. Show your portfolio and whatnot, which neither of those things happened in my conversation. And that's kind of an allusion to language learning as well. Language learning as a whole. When someone says, oh yeah, this tool, it's the best tool. Describe it. Tell me, what's your process? Because I'm not buying the tool, I'm buying whatever advice you're giving me. So if you're saying, oh, the tool just works, I'm not buying that. I'm not gaining anything from it. At least in my opinion, because the most valuable thing that I would have to say is the experience and the process that I have the opportunity to either learn from or understand from the human being that is offering that advice. A tool doesn't come up to me and say, hey, I understand how you feel. This is my advice. Not yet anyways. You can try to make an argument for AI coming up to you. That's kind of what Microsoft is trying to do and stuff, having AI analyze and all your data and your traffic, and then trying to produce a result that's focused on pattern recognition. So that to me is why I feel that this stuff that I'm talking about is almost guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed to happen even more frequently in the future, where individuals find that thinking for themselves, having agency, and being interested in the human experience is no longer incentivized, because you could easily press a button, have a result, and get that instant gratification with no sense of delayed gratification or the application of the idea of doing something. So yes, it would be very rational to save time by hitting that button to create a result that you can't explain. In fact, that kind of reflects the dangers of AI generated content, because even the individuals who invent it, or quote unquote invent it, or contribute to the rise of AI, do not understand why AI behaves the way it does, and therefore it creates concern, as opposed to, yeah, let's just vibe. So whenever you're clicking on that generator, like, oh yeah, this guy speaks fancy, and then let's generate a comment with ChatGPT, those words tell me that you're not that person, at least in my opinion. And art, same deal. Like, oh yeah, you can argue something like, oh, I can fool this guy into believing that AI art is real. You can't, because the way that I would go about it is not looking at the art. It's looking at the artists. So if you present to me a work of art that is yours, I would ask you, please describe your process of how to make the art. Give me enough sufficient detail to convince me that your art is not AI by explaining how you made it. That would be how I go about it, because I rely on communication to understand the human experience. If you can't describe the human experience, then by default it's AI, or it's not of your passionate things. Now, hear me out. You could make the art and it's really good and you have problems expressing it. But here's the thing. When you're making the art, and even if you have problem expressing it, it comes out human. Because if you have problems expressing it, you will still have the ideas and the things you can describe that you did. People who have both, who has poor communication skills, are relying on automation and still generate things that they themselves do not make, they will not only have nothing to say, they will also say nothing despite the difficulty. So it's very startlingly clear when you did not and didn't practice nor participate in it. And language learning is a great stopgap, because if you're asking yourself, how do I remove and automate all the thinking out of language learning? I am not surprised that in the future, you will struggle to internalize and understand the language you're learning. If you think that, okay, the AI is going to help you get all that information, then your communication skills would not mature from it, because you didn't do any form of communication either. So yeah, go on and keep on vibing and immersing in all your things without the actual practice or the output and application of it. Honestly, you can probably learn a lot more than I can, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the human that is using the skill that they're building, because in my genuine opinion, that is where life offers rewards, not cheap instant gratification that becomes the habitual nature of the internet. Those are kind of strong words, but I think it's worth saying now, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say this more and more in the future, even more in the future. Like, games are reflecting that too. You know, click one button, have a lot of things happen, and that's more satisfying than doing more with it, right? It's everywhere at this point. And we'll have to revisit this topic in the future. It was related to something that happened, one of my experiences today, right? I think the bottom line is really low. Communication is out the window, and what's necessary for communication deals with critical thinking and problem solving skills. So without encouraging people to engage in the human process of doing something, there's rarely an incentive to develop problem solving skills and critical thinking skills, and they form the foundation of what makes humans awesome, at least in my opinion. And I do not want to feel like I'm giving up on people's potential to be humanistically thinking, right? It's what separates you from feeling like you can be replaced by AI. So if you sit there and you're wondering, what's the point of developing a skill and doing things when someone else can do it faster, or something can do it faster and quicker and get results for me? Experience. If you don't care about that experience, perfectly fine. Like I mentioned before, I don't want to run to my grocery store. I get in a car and drive to the grocery store, because I myself do not care to run there, right? Well, your mental intellect, your intelligence is also, quote unquote, a muscle, so to speak, in a figurative way. So the less muscle things you do, the more likely you don't do them anymore. And that is your choice. Know that it dramatically lowers your sense of connection with other people. So most of these things are connected. Like, if you feel detached from your artwork, investigate what it is that you're emotionally not attached to it. Did you use a lot of automation? Because automation can get you detached from your artwork, right? If the human experience is what creates the uniqueness of humans connecting. I mean, unless you find it okay to connect with a AI, that's perfectly your prerogative. I don't want to connect with AI. Like, I'm not looking to connect with something that can't reciprocate my emotions. So when people start talking like that, know that I have very stern and direct ways of communicating in that way. You don't talk to someone like a robot and unfeeling and say one thing and obviously demonstrate an opposite. I think the bar is so low now when it comes to communication skills, even language learning. Someone would learn a language and they would say, oh yeah, you're saying it wrong. It's like you treat people and you talk to people like robots. At least in my opinion, especially the English, because I still speak English. So whether and if you go on to learn Japanese, I don't believe that's going to change. Like, if your mindset is so heavy in your native language, the odds are it still can change, but the odds are lower when you learn another language. You will still be getting those responses where people don't connect with you. You might still find frustration when someone barely knows as much Japanese as you, and they are able to wonderfully communicate in a human way with other people, despite your higher proficiency in Japanese, because you didn't focus on the human aspect, the ability to communicate, right? That is what limits one's internalization and retention when it comes to learning a language. Yes, reading a lot of books gets you something. Connecting with the books that you've read and expressing what they mean to you, that's human. The actual facts, the objectives, can give rise to human perspectives on things. The actual facts and the observations in history, they don't create value until humans create value from them. You can say the sky is blue, it has no value unless someone appreciates that the sky is blue. How does it make you feel? Have you looked at the sky lately? Those are the things that create value. Value is a human construct, at least in the way we perceive it. So, next time when you enter that AI generated thing or do something convenient, you can kind of ask yourself, is that process valuable to you? I know that I don't want to heat my water, so I'm going to use a kettle, right? I don't want to go and collect firewood there are things that there are obvious answers, and then there's communication. And I feel like the bar is so low right now, a little disheartening. I won't give up though. So perhaps this would be one of those things I will reflect on, and I want to often end with this sentiment. You are more than free to come on by, yap about your grievances, practice being discreet while analyzing the things that bother you in the day, or maybe something I said bothers someone. The idea is engaging in it makes it less difficult in the future. I think avoidant behavior is now made as a business convenience. Like, I used to thought it was great that my screen calling, when someone robocalls me, I respond with robocalling. But there is also not talking to human beings to resolve problems, right? I think one of the general underlying things that I've seen that is very common between people who are consistently having problems resolving things and wanting to improve their lifestyle, their livelihood, is largely the most simplest route is to avoid that it is anything to do with them, and also make it as convenient as possible so that they never have to practice how to solve that problem in the future. Hopefully, and hoping and wishful thinking consistently that when the problem gets solved in some cheap and really efficient way that the next time it happens, you won't be just as angry, if not angrier, or uncontrolled thing happens because you did not spend time understanding what it is that happened. Like, why were you even angry the first time? I think those things become harder and harder over time. So it's why I say this is that person that I spoke to today gave me the impression that they've gone through the same communication like routine maybe 1,000 times over, right? Because when they say it, it's all manufactured to me. It feels like, okay, what are you gonna say? Hello? Okay, may I ask you a question? Like, okay, go on. And it feels so routine, as though like the life got sucked out of the person. The person is not even interested, in my opinion, in the way they communicate. And then when you look at their portfolio and whatnot, which is why they sell art, right? It looks like they're trying and it's working, but I don't think it's what they think that's communicating. Now, I give the person the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're young and they're inexperienced and they're hoping for more experience. So good luck to them. I've already shared with them with another artist that I know. They probably have better appreciation than I do. The idea is you got to work on it. The communication that I had with this person was completely void of human experiences. It's so fascinating and disappointing at the same time that you could talk to someone for 30 minutes and learn nothing about them other than platitudes, automated responses, and routines that makes them portray them as professionals, and that's fine. Then when I treat them as professionals, you see that they don't treat their actual reputation and public image as a professional. That's a double loss. I can't get behind someone who, like, it's difficult for me to get behind someone who wants to be professional and don't treat it as a professional courtesy, and then someone who says they understand me without ever demonstrating anything about empathy in their communication skills. That's kind of the occurrence nowadays. Every year, I have about 100 of these in private. Like, I get solicited with a DM, and they even have the thing about adding you as a friend. Like, that is using a mechanics. Like, even adding friends, sending private messages and whatnot, they have lost their human communication. Like, what does it mean to you? Like, here's an open rhetoric for those who want to share their hot takes with me. What does it even mean to add friends anymore? What does it mean to even have a main account that you professionally like and you contact people with alt accounts to represent that you're a professional? All that stuff is important to me. It might not be important to other people. I sure as heck would feel a little display of concern for my own professional integrity if my first thought is, oh yeah, in order to get someone to trust me and buy my things or engage in collaboration, I should do ways of obfuscating my skills that I already think I have something to offer. If you think you can sell me art, then why is it that you make it so difficult to know what you're selling? And then if you think you know what's interesting to me, why do you make it so difficult for me to know if you knew anything about me? Which admittedly was none. Like, nothing at all. That's like asking, what should I do with my life to ChatGPT? You couldn't answer those questions in the beginning, so you couldn't answer them in the end. Like, if you go and say, I'm bored, let's go ask ChatGPT for what to do with my time. So, no initiative, right? I think soliciting for side hustles lack any form of initiative. The vast majority, 90+% of people I talk to do not have the initiative of knowing that humans are worth more than the results. As in, humans are worth more and can be transformative when you interact with another human being than focusing on some objective or some really asinine short-term goal. Like, you are worth more than that, and I actually think you are worth more than that. So if you don't think you're worth more than easy, quick grift, right? Easy, quick grift and instant dopamine and instant gratification, feel free to come on by, because I would love to hear how you're not worth more than an easy grift. The reason why I say this is because if you think you're only worth an easy grift, then you treat others like they're an easy grift. And what it is an easy grift? Telling others unsolicited advice, thinking it'll help them without knowing anything about them. Selling them something without knowing anything about your client or anything about yourself, or how the client sees you through the things you express. That is easy grift. And I think you, in my opinion, most people owe more respect to themselves and to others in return. So if there's anything I can do, and I hope I can leave with a very happy message today, when you are learning something and you're putting all your time and effort into it, like when I was speaking to Danny about his show Flowers, and I hope to see it in 2030. I hope to live long enough as well to see it. When you put things and value into your things, like you're committed to it, in my opinion, try not to shortchange yourself by limiting your communication skills and critical thinking skills that would make it nearly impossible for someone else to ever appreciate your work. Right? So that's probably my last rhetoric. You're worth more than that. So try to get a grasp and and network and have a support system that reminds you that your time is valuable. The human things you do are valuable, and having other humans around who also empathize with that, or maybe even contest emotionally, that is the human experience and the human process that I feel is completely void nowadays. You can sit in your own room and not feel any of that anymore. And it shows by how people do business and talk to each other. So, you want someone to spend hours talking about the things you love and the things you do and making it a little, maybe just slightly less difficult, expressing that to humans that would like to hear it and see it. That is something I can possibly do. I mean, I could literally do it, right? So hopefully that would be a more positive spin on things. Find someone, talk to someone, interact with them, get feedback. Stop being try not to be embarrassed that you're having a human experience. I almost feel like all the conveniences make it so that human experiences are the hardest things to do, not the easiest thing to do. It's wild that I'm saying this, that having human experiences is the most difficult thing that the vast majority of people do. They try their best to avoid as much human experience as possible, and still begin to be puzzled by why they don't feel reward and satisfaction and feelings and empathy and stuff. You don't, because one of the major contributors is your entire life is spent trying to suppress and do and automate and perform without the necessity to have any form of that connection. And a counter argument would be like, oh well, Chinese and Japanese, like Eastern culture, when they're in public, they are very professional and they suppress their emotions. So, yeah, but they don't do it at home. They still go home thinking that, yeah, they've done a good day's work. This food is delicious because I've earned money to reward myself with this food. those things still happen. Nowadays, all I hear is, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go to work. What are you gonna do? You're gonna work to stay alive. And I'm like, what does alive mean? Oh no, you know, paying bills, getting good at something, but I don't feel any reward from it because all I'm doing is day in, day out, and I'm barely getting good enough. Okay, we gotta talk. Like, or you gotta talk to someone. You gotta hang out with some friends who can give you some value, right? Because if it's not coming from within, it's gonna be tough moving forward, at least in my opinion. Feel free. I will try my best. If you're ever in the neighborhood, I'll try my best to at least tell you that it is worth your time. Doing things is worth your time. Sometimes some of the most enjoyable things and rewarding things in life is actually something that you didn't like and you worked really hard on it. Not the other way around. Cheap instant gratification is plenty. If you need those things, they're always going to be there. There's so many sources of cheap, easy dopamine instant gratification sources. What there isn't is a balance for the human experience. So sometimes when you say it's not the destination, it's the journey, I'm not convinced. 9 out of 10 times, I'm not convinced the person I'm talking to believes that. They say that because it's a way to cope with their dependency on instant gratification. I can't tell you how many times, if I had $1 for every time a language learner comes up and say, it's the journey, not the destination. It's some form of masking coping mechanism about the idea that they can't enjoy the journey, so they keep telling themselves that it's not the destination, it's the journey. That's the coping version. I'm literally saying it's the journey and not the destination, because the journey is where all the good feelings, all the reward, all the stories that you share with each other. That is why the journey is good. Like, the journey is better than the destination. So we're talking about not a coping mechanism argument, like, oh yeah, you're having a hard time, don't worry, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. That's a coping strategy. The journey is it. It's one of the things that you may be able to appreciate. You hope that someone who does something for a very long time can learn to appreciate in their own way what their journey brings to their life. Life itself is a journey with many stopping places. And I hope one day I am not going to have to say what I feel is a little bit of an obvious thing to someone who enjoys life. If you're not enjoying life, then yes, it's a destination to destination thing. And yeah, it is a privilege. But privileges can also be built on chance that you make with others, with yourself, right? Not with a machine that tells you what is the most optimal way to do something and then use that machine to tell other people what the most optimal way of enjoying their life is. If you're dependent on objective facts, then know that they're objective facts. You need to use your subjectivity to imbue the actual value and meaning of it. You can be miserable in success, or you can be happy in mediocrity. Those are extreme examples. You can also be successful and be emotionally happy about it, but we're not even going that far. I think the trade-off between happiness and mediocrity versus a misery in success that produces a very palpable and visceral response in choosing. You can actually have both. It with time, right? Until then, until next time, 大家下次见. Right? 感谢观看. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Right. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye bye now.